What is a pure desire? What exactly is a pure desire? And how do we know if our desires are coming from source or from somewhere else? This is such a foundational question in manifestation work, and understanding the difference between pure desires and ego-based wants can completely transform the manifestation experience. So let's dive deep into what makes a desire pure and why source only gives us desires that are actually possible. A pure desire is a longing that comes directly from source energy flowing through you. It's not manufactured by the mind, created by comparison, or born from a sense of lack. A pure desire feels expansive, joyful, and somehow inevitable, like it's already yours, and you're simply remembering it, rather than reaching for something outside yourself. Here's the beautiful truth. Source never gives you a pure desire that isn't possible. Think about that for a moment. The infinite intelligence that orchestrates galaxies, that coordinates every heartbeat and breath across billions of beings, that maintains the perfect balance of nature. This same intelligence is communicating with you through your authentic desires, and it would never cruel enough to give you a longing for something that couldn't unfold. So how do we recognize a pure desire? First, it feels light. When you think about it, there's an expansion in your chest, a sense of excitement mixed with peace. You're not grasping for it desperately. You're magnetically drawn to it. It feels natural, like coming home to yourself. For example, a pure desire might be the longing to create beautiful art that moves people. You're not thinking, I need to be famous or I need to prove I'm talented. You simply feel this deep pull to express something beautiful through your creativity. That pull is source guiding you toward your natural gifts and purpose. Another example, feeling drawn to live by the ocean, not because you want to impress anyone or escape problems, but because something in you resonates with the rhythm of waves, the vastness of water, the feeling of salt air. That's source calling you toward an environment where you'll naturally thrive. Or perhaps there's a deep desire to help children learn and grow. Not because teaching seems like a secure career, but because something lights up inside when you see a child's face brighten with understanding. That's source recognizing your natural ability to nurture young minds. Now, what does an impure desire look like? It usually comes with attachment, fear, or a sense of lack. For instance, wanting a particular job because it would prove you're successful to people who doubted you. That's ego, not source. The motivation is based on external validation rather than internal calling. Or desiring a certain lifestyle because it looks perfect on social media. That's comparison-based wanting, not authentic desire. Pure desires don't arise from looking at what others have. They arise from what genuinely calls to your soul. Here's another way to tell the difference. Pure desires feel possible. Even if you can't see exactly how they'll manifest, there's an underlying trust that they will. Impure desires often feel impossible or desperate, like you're fighting against the universe rather than flowing with it. When it comes to relationships and connections with specific people, this distinction becomes especially important. A pure desire for someone feels peaceful and expansive. You might think, being with this person would be beautiful, and feel joy at the possibility. There's no anxiety, no obsession, no constant need for reassurance. You can imagine your life being wonderful with or without them, but there's this gentle pull toward connection. An impure desire for someone feels anxious and contractive. There's usually thinking like, I need them to complete me, or I can't be happy without them, or they have to choose me or I'm worthless. That's not source speaking. That's unhealed parts seeking validation through another person. Pure desires also tend to be about the essence of what's wanted rather than the specific form. Source might give you a pure desire for deep, loving partnership, but it leaves room for how that unfolds. Ego wants it to be exactly this person, in exactly this way, by exactly this date. Source is more interested in the quality of love than the specific details. Here's something fascinating. Pure desires often surprise us. They might not be what we thought we wanted based on our conditioning or what others expect of us. Source knows your authentic self better than your conscious mind does. So pure desires sometimes point you in directions that feel unexpected, but deeply right. The timing of pure desires is also different. They don't come with urgency or desperation. There's often a sense of divine timing. That this desire is emerging now because you're ready for it, or because the universe is ready to support it. There's trust in the unfolding rather than impatience with the process. Dr. Joe Dispenza's research shows us that when we're in elevated emotional states, joy, gratitude, love, our brainwaves change and we become more receptive to inspiration and guidance. This is often when pure desires surface most clearly, when we're feeling good and connected to source rather than stressed or needy. Abraham Hicks teaches that desire is literally source energy flowing through you, showing you what's ready to expand in your experience. But this is specifically referring to pure desire, that clean, joyful longing that feels like remembering rather than lacking. So how do we cultivate more pure desires and fewer ego-based wants? Spend time in meditation, in nature, in activities that bring genuine joy. Notice what lights you up when no one's watching, when there's no pressure to perform or prove anything. Those authentic moments of joy are breadcrumbs leading toward your pure desires. Also, practice letting go of attachment to outcomes. When you can desire something and simultaneously be okay if it doesn't happen exactly as expected, you're moving into the realm of pure desire. This doesn't mean being passive. It means trusting source intelligence to orchestrate details in ways that serve everyone's highest good. Remember, if source gives you a pure desire, it's because that desire is not only possible, but inevitable when you align with it properly. Your job isn't to force it into existence. It's to become the person who naturally attracts those experiences through joy, authenticity, and trust in the divine timing of your life. Thank you so much for watching. These videos are made as a guide to help you reconnect with the truth you already know. Take what resonates within you and release the rest. You will know your own truth. Trust it. Please let us know in the comments how you feel. Had any epiphanies? Follow the page for more content and even the chance to ask your own questions. Until next time, keep being amazing and we shall see you soon.